Our lakes are running dry, but what happens if we run out? Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber speaks with an expert on that question. And the school voucher program is now open. A look at the impact it's already made in just one day. Plus, in San Patricio County, how much money was embezzled? We'll look at those details next. Chris 6 News at 5 starts right now. Thank you for joining us. I'm Clara Benitez Cortez. We start tonight with a story that's at the top of many neighbors' minds: water. As Corpus Christi voters could soon be asked to decide how drought rules apply to big water users. A new citizen-led petition kicked off at City Hall today. It would change how large industrial water users are treated when water is scarce.
This ensures that whoever is using the majority of our water is paying accordingly.
Right now, the city allows large water users to pay a fee instead of fully cutting back during droughts. Now, the petition would remove that option, making drought fees and conservation rules mandatory. The surcharge hasn't been used yet, but will take effect if the city reaches a level 1 emergency curtailment slated for November. We are in desperate need of some heavy rain, but how bad are our lake levels? Well, as of today, we're at 9.5% of capacity between Lake Corpus Christi and Show Canyon. For reference, that's a little more than 86,000 acre feet. But to put that into perspective, that capacity between both sources of water is a little more than 900,000 acre feet. So what exactly is an acre foot? Well, each one represents more than 325,000 gallons of water. Well, check this out. This example is from the Brazos River Authority. Imagine a football field covered by 1 foot of water. So from yesterday to today, our levels dropped by more than 119 million gallons. In the past week, they've gone down by more than 400 million. And in the past month, down by more than 2 billion. And in the past year, we've seen a drop of more than 27 billion gallons of water. Well, neighbors across the coastal bend have been reaching out with some tough questions about our ongoing drought situation. Many asking, what happens when we run out of water? What if water just stops coming to our homes? Well, Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber spoke with an expert on the drought that's pushing our water supply to the limit.
Is that something that is kind of like a light at the end of the tunnel for us?
Maybe. They're not.
Well, coming up at 6, she's looking at the data behind our drought conditions and shows us another Texas city that faced a similar water crisis nearly 30 years ago. Now, that's a lot of talk about water, and can we expect any soon? Well, for those details, we are now joined by Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. Steph?
Well, it would be nice if we could get some, right? At least we've been able to see some on the radar. Remember what it looks like to have radar showing rainfall, but most of that was ahead of yesterday's cold front, this morning's cold front up in the southeast Texas area. So over the past 12 hours, this is what's happened. That has since cleared out. So not even the few little showers off our coast to remind us of what we are missing out on. Instead, we've been left with a cloudy morning, some sunshine and warm temperatures, some spring-like weather here. But we'd love those spring showers. I guess we might just have to wait a bit longer for that. I do have a slim opportunity in the 7-day forecast, but really the warmth and today's windy situation have stolen the show. So getting to the middle 70s was some nice reprieve from a bit of a chilly, windy morning. Those winds are going to be coming down, though. Let's take a look at how things were faring across some of our neighborhoods with the Chris 6 Neighborhood Weather Network. On the south side, may not seem like much, but winds that were peaking around 20 miles per hour today. Not very kind when those temperatures were starting off in the 60s, as it were. But yeah, we've seen some pretty breezy situations. We've moved away from the disrespectful winds despite this reading that we're seeing off of Garden Court. That is an old piece of data that hasn't updated yet. But will the winds of change finally bring us a wetter weather pattern? We'll take a look at what the next 7 days hold for your neighborhood ahead.
All right, thank you so much, Steph. We have a follow-up on last Friday's bank robbery. The FBI has released these photos of what they're calling the high-vis heister. They show a man wearing a hat and mask along with the yellow vest as he enters the store and pulls out a gun in the robbery. They also show his getaway vehicle, which appears to be a dark-colored SUV. The private school voucher program is officially underway here in Texas, with registration opening today. So far, more than 20,000 students have signed up for the program, which helps with private school tuition. Now, last month, we spoke with superintendent of a private school on what this would mean for them.
This will afford families who are already with us an education savings account if they qualify, and then certainly open the doors to more families that have not been able to join us because of financial reasons.
Registration will be open until March 17th. We have new details related to the arrest of San Patricio County woman who's alleged to have stolen millions from her employers. On Monday, 6 investigators reported that 43-year-old Vanessa Slatton was arrested and charged with 5 counts of theft of property exceeding $300,000. At the time, the total amount was $1.6 million, but today investigators revealed that amount may actually be between $7 and $8 million. The hearing was to potentially reduce Slatton's bond, which is currently set at $2.5 million. However, the defense request was denied. In national news, Border Czar Tom Homan held a press conference on federal operations in Minneapolis today. He says about 700 federal agents that aren't typically in the city will be leaving, with only 2,000 agents remaining.
President Trump fully intends to achieve mass deportations during this administration, and immigration enforcement actions will continue every day throughout this country. President Trump made a promise, and we have not directed otherwise.
Homan continued, saying the operations so far in Minneapolis have not been perfect, but they have been successful. Also in national news, a federal judge is limiting federal agents' operations in Portland. The judge says that Homeland Security agents cannot use chemical irritants against nonviolent protesters. The order only applies to protests outside federal buildings in Portland. In the United States held their mineral conference earlier today. They hosted more than 50 countries in an attempt to gain control over rare earth minerals. China currently has control over the exporting of these products at the national level.
Form a trading bloc among allies and partners, one that guarantees American access to American industrial might while also expanding production across the entire zone.
Some countries haven't been fully on board with the U.S. recent action, specifically regarding Greenland, but it's believed they'll join in on this effort to counter China. A new report says that electric vehicle purchases spiked just before the federal tax credit expired last year. 39 states saw increases in EV registrations during the third quarter last year. The tax credit gave $7,500 for EV purchases and expired on day 1 of the fourth quarter last year. The private sector seems to be in a bit of a hiring slump. That's according to ADP, which says 22,000 private sector jobs were filled last month. That's less than half of what was expected. The official number has been delayed because of the short-term government shutdown. Meat processors are facing some steep prices. That's because the supply of cattle here in the U.S. has hit a 75-year low. Beef prices rose over 16% last year. And Tyson Foods, which produces about 20% of the country's meat, says they've lost $319 million in the final quarter of 2025. The Agriculture Department says the U.S. cattle herd shrunk 300,000 last year. Well, back here in Corpus Christi, a ceremony will be held for a new helicopter monument on the Bayfront tomorrow. It will take place at Sherrill Veterans Memorial Park on South Shoreline at 10 a.m. It's on a 15-foot high pedestal and is surrounded by 8,200 square feet of concrete pavers. The ceremony will be attended by Mayor Paula Guajardo and other city leaders. Some big changes are coming to the Packery Channel boat ramps. Neighborhood news reporter shows you what additions are next on the way.
The city of Corpus Christi is casting its line for some upgrades. I'm your neighborhood news reporter Drew Bishop on Padre Island, telling you about some much needed TLC that could be coming to the Packery Channel boat ramps.
It's a windy winter day at the Packery Channel boat ramps. But even on a blustery afternoon, fishermen are still trying their luck.
It's a real popular spot and a lot of good fish here.
Justin Scherer tells me the foot traffic in February pales in comparison to the summer months.
There's been a couple of viral videos that they go viral, and then right after you'll see how packed it gets over here.
That's why a proposed plan to enhance the boat ramps and add amenities is moving forward.
Packery Channel, the boat ramp area, it gets used all year round. Our locals use it, our visitors use it.
Councilmember Paxton made a motion last week to apply for a grant that would help fund improvements to the Packery Channel boat ramps.
The more that we can bring folks to this area, keep them here as long as possible, it gives back to our economy.
It includes renovating the ramps, adding benches, and building bathrooms near the pavilion. I can confirm the bathrooms are needed for a high foot traffic area.
Upgrading the restrooms and all of that would definitely be a plus. I know we've had to use the bucket a couple of times whenever we're out here, so.
If the grant is approved, the project would move into the design and planning phase. Then if it continues, phase 2 would begin construction on the boat ramps, restrooms, and benches.
It's a beautiful spot. It's a huge amenity to our town as a whole, and I'm thankful for the support.
If the project is approved, construction could begin as soon as 2027. On Padre Island, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Drew Bishop, Chris 6 News.
I'm Tony Jaramillo. This might look like just a musical duo, but they're bringing more than just sound. I'll show you how they're shining hope and joy right here at Driscoll Children's Hospital.
All right, let's take a look at this temperature trend today because it really was a beautiful day. Once you got past the clouds and a little bit of wind out there, wasn't too bad. The 60s was not the favorite by everybody, but eventually we got there. We blossomed to those 70s, and the sunshine has just been pouring on down. So while we would love for rain to be pouring down, at least there's that. We've got some more temperatures, not talking about protecting the 4 Ps. It's a nice change of pace, and we're actually going to continue on this spring-like pattern over the next couple of days through the rest of the week, really. While we have 70s on the board, we've got 80s coming back to the forecast very soon. So if you like the warm weather, it is here to stick around just a little bit longer. Temperatures are going to be falling a bit more tonight, though, because those clouds have been clearing out. So let's take a closer look with the Chris 6 Neighborhood Weather Network at how temperatures are faring in some of our other neighborhoods out by Live Oak County, whether it's by George West, or George West. A lot of our neighborhood stations out here reporting 70 degrees. Lazy D Ranch coming in with 71 degrees. By the way, you can name your own weather station, and it looks like we've got some great minds think alike happening up here. But it's been a very pleasant afternoon, and the price we pay from that sunshine, keeping things in the upper 60s in the Beeville neighborhood, whether it's 68 off Hilltop Road or 69 from our Beeville neighborhood station. We are going to see those temperatures tumbling as we move past sunset. So here's what to expect as we head through the rest of tonight. Temperatures by our later newscast this evening are going to be in those middle 50s for a lot of neighborhoods. And so while the coastal neighborhoods have been cooler this afternoon, you'll actually be a little bit warmer as we start to see those temperatures fall because the water has a big influence on your temperature change. Meanwhile, inland neighborhoods will already be close to those lower 50s, but overnight, no clouds means that our temperatures will continue to fall through the 40s, so it's probably going to be a pretty chilly start to the morning commute on Thursday. The good news, we won't see as much wind as we begin tomorrow morning. Those winds have been settling down. Our wind gusts every now and again are around 25 miles per hour, but heading into tonight, that's going to come down closer to about 20 miles per hour. We'll keep it between 10 and 20 till about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Then you'll notice things are more calm, and that's when our temperatures will be the chilliest. But we've had some very dry air in the coastal bend today. Humidity only returning at night. We expect that to also be the case tomorrow afternoon. So remember, a cold front not only brings us generally cooler air, it also tends to bring us drier air in the wake. So this drier air is going to allow our temperatures to have a bigger fluctuation between the morning low temperature and the afternoon high temperature, but it also reminds us, please be wary of whatever kind of activities you're doing that could possibly set off a spark. These are just not the right conditions, and although our winds will be coming down, we just want to make sure we're being safe out there. But it should be a very dry afternoon that helps those temperatures bump right up through the 70s heading into tomorrow. So this is what we're looking at across our neighborhoods through Thursday. By the afternoon time frame, we should rebound nicely to those 70s. I think we might even be a little bit warmer in some neighborhoods, and this trend keeps going over the next couple of days. Sunshine, warmer temperatures. So what about rainfall? Because we could really use some of that here in the coastal bend. Well, I told you I was keeping an eye optimistically on next week. I'm still not putting all my eggs in one basket because the weather that could be helping us see better rain chances next week week is not very strong. It's not a cold front. It's just a passing of a weather system to our north that could help to bring some rain to the forecast. So until then, we expect things to be warm and sunny. If you have plans for the weekend with Super Bowl on Sunday, the weather should cooperate.
I'm Tony Jaramillo, your neighborhood news reporter in the Bay Area. For kids spending weeks, months, or even years in the hospital, a moment of happiness can mean everything. Well, one musical duo is making just that happen.
So we started I'm Courageous in 2012, so we are in our 14th year now.
14 years of guitar playing and singing.
You've got rhythm, you're a rocker.
And smiles all over the country.
Our whole purpose is to just encourage these kids and the families.
Justin Rooster Graves and his wife Michelle Graves believe they have a calling.
And we have a daughter who's now going to be 20, but when she was 5, she had 2 friends who were diagnosed with cancer. And we didn't know how to help, but we knew music, and we wrote this song and we shared it with them just to hopefully encourage them and help them through their battle.
That turned into I Am Courageous. It's the name of their nonprofit that allows them to make patients like Catalina smile full time, especially on her birthday.
And we saw the healing power of music. We saw how powerful music was, especially in difficult situations. And so that's how we got started.
And their performances also touch hospital staff.
Oh, yeah.
Help us out.
And the appreciation for the duo goes beyond patients.
A little something to give them some little encouragement there and feel a little better today. He just had a chemo treatment last night, so he's had a rough night, rough morning, so anything that they can do is, of course, a big help.
I Am Courageous tells me it only takes $8 per child to keep their mission going.
It is the most humbling and amazing feeling to know that, well, first of all, that we get to do this for a living, that we get to go in and meet so many of these precious kids who are living out the message that we share. They are strong and courageous.
Through music and meaning, I Am Courageous is reminding kids they're stronger than the fight in front of them. In the Bay Area, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Tony Jaramillo, Chris 6 News.
Let's keep going.
Tony, thank you so much for that story. Well, sticking on the topic of healthcare, the Ice Rays will be hosting their Healthcare Appreciation Night this weekend. Chris 6 had a chance to speak with one of the players on the event.
I think it just, for everything they do for the community and for us, I mean, they impact everyone's lives outside the rink for us, all the families out there. So.
Well, the game is on Friday night. The Ice Rays will also be hosting their Stars and Stripes Night honoring military and first responders on Saturday night. Well, Kingsville resident David Rossi got a hero's welcome Wednesday afternoon at the Coastal Bend Blood Center. Mr. Rossi stopped off to donate some blood, bringing the total he's donated to, guess what, 150 gallons. He's been donating at the Blood Center since January 1978. It took him 700 visits to reach the 150-gallon mark. He told us he didn't do it for the recognition.
For me, well, I'm tearing up right now because I feel so compelled to try to help people, and it's a wonderful experience for me. It hurts, don't get me wrong. I got so much scar tissue.
Well, David Rossi isn't stopping. His next goal is to reach 160 gallons. After that, he hopes to reach the 200-gallon mark. Well, caviar and chicken nuggets. We'll show you this bizarre creation Mickey D's came up with next.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
The opening ceremonies for the Olympics aren't for another couple of days, but the competition is already underway. The mixed curling competition starts today with 2 competitors from Duluth, Minnesota, competing for the United States. Corey Thesis and Corey Dropkin have known each other for years. This will be both of their first Olympic Games. And just a reminder, y'all, that the Super Bowl will air right here on Chris 6 this Sunday at 5:30 p.m. between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Well, Pizza Hut will be closing hundreds of locations this year. That's according to an earnings call earlier today, where the company says they will be closing approximately 250 stores that are underperforming. It's not known yet which stores will be closing, but they say that they'll be closing this year. 250 number represents 3% of stores nationwide. And caviar and chicken nuggets. It's not the most common combination, but McDonald's is giving it a shot. Mickey D's will be offering caviar on the website, McNuggetCaviar.com, starting next Tuesday. And the best part, it's free. However, it's not yet clear how many kits are available, so it'll definitely be while supplies last. Interesting combination.
I don't know too much about caviar, but I'm not sure that'll be at my Super Bowl party this Sunday.
No, neither will mine, but for sure Doritos.
Yes, maybe even some pizza.
Oh, pizza, yes.
But we're also going to be here on Sunday to meet you after the game. So if your team, well, we have a lot of Cowboys fans around here, but if whatever team you decide to go for doesn't make it, we'll be here to console you. It should be nice weather for Super Bowl Sunday, 80 degrees, some sunshine. This is pretty good for February, and then hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed for a little hope of some rain, maybe some little cheese puffs Tuesday.
Yes, definitely. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching Chris 6 News. We'll see you here tonight at 6 o'clock.
Bye.